Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Marketing Matters. I'm Sarah Touchstone, your landmark title, social media marketing strategist and educator. I get the pleasure of bringing you guys Marketing Matters every single Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. Arizona time. The month of March is all about cleaning up our systems. Yes, spring cleaning. So today, we're going to be talking about freshening up your brand and spring cleaning your marketing. Let's go ahead and dive in. As you guys know, all of these webinars are recorded onto our Landmark Title Assurance Agency YouTube channel. And if you have any questions or comments for those of you that are on live, please utilize the chat or the question and answer window. I will be checking those throughout the webinar. Let's dive into our topic. So, why marketing and brand refreshing matters? Well, spring, right? Spring cleaning. They two go hand in hand. We clean our houses. Why would we not clean up our business? Spring is the perfect time to refresh your brand. A clean, updated online presence, it can attract more clients. And we're going to talk all about all the steps that you need to take to do these. Optimizing your systems. This spring is a great time to do that. When you optimize your systems, you waste less time and you have more conversations. And then, of course, a refreshed look builds up trust and keeps you top of mind with your clients. Today, what we're going to cover, I just broke it down into kind of 3 different categories that we're going to cover. One is optimizing your Google business profile and social media. 2 is revamping listings, photos, and your bio. And then 3, clean up your CRM and your email list. Simple steps, things that we use every day in our business, but how long was it since you actually got in and updated these different areas? We're going to talk about the different areas, and I'm going to give you some tips and tools to get those updated today, this week, right at the beginning of March. So the first one we're going to talk about is refreshing your Google business profile. Why it matters. 64% of home buyers search online first. They're checking you out before they even make a phone call. So having that strong online presence, especially with Google, most people are still using Google. They're Google searching realtors and their information. And Google prioritizes well-optimized profiles in their local searches as well. So if you've got a good Google profile, you're going to get bumped up to the top of the list versus other realtors. So things we can do to check on our Google business profile and update the business hours and your contact info. My goodness, please make sure on your Google business profile that you have all of your contact information up to date. This is the most crucial marketing tool you have, is current updated contact information. If you need help setting up your Google My Business, guess what, guys? We've got a Marketing Matters recording to help you get it set up and get back in there and optimize it. For business hours as well, in real estate, I always recommend that you update to open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Even if you just want to work 5 days a week, 9 to 5, let's face it, guys, it's real estate. You are typically working outside of those business hours, and putting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on your Google business profile is going to optimize the searchability of it. Make sure you're going in, you're refreshing your bio and descriptions with relevant keywords as well. A lot of times we set these bios and descriptions and we just leave it the way it is and forget about it. It's not abnormal to set this up, years ago and to not go back in because you're like, well, I have a Google My Business profile. Why do I need to go and update it? But utilizing keywords and technology that we have now to really optimize it, such as using AI to rewrite your bio and description, it's going to pull in those keywords and it's going to help your searchability. And then make sure that you have recent high quality photos of your listing and your team. This is another one that we really do follow a lot in the real estate industry. We get a great profile picture and we get a great team picture, and that's it. We don't want to go in, we don't want to update it. We just want to leave it the way it is. But realtors are, we get a bad rap in this industry of not looking like our photos on our business cards, on our profile pictures. So make sure that those are getting updated as well. And then request new client reviews to boost credibility. It is so easy to send your clients a link for your Google reviews. So make sure you have that set up. Make sure you're updating that on a regular basis. And even going back to your past clients, even if they're past clients, it's never too late to get them to do a Google review for you. And making sure that you have up-to-date ones. If you did them a couple of years ago, these are things that we're all guilty of, is, we'll be really good about it and we'll gain a bunch of Google reviews, and then we'll be like, okay, I have a bunch, but it shows how long ago those Google reviews were. So make sure you have current ones on there as well. So that's your spring cleaning checklist for your Google My Business. Make sure, action step, Google your business yourself. Does your profile stand out to you? And maybe even take it a step further too. If there's a realtor out there that you really admire, that you feel like they have good online presence, Google them as well and compare and contrast. See what they're doing that you like and that stands out, and then implement that into your profile as well. All right, the next one we're going to talk about, social media optimization. Social media is one of those that we're all super active on now. We all use it for our business, but do we get stuck in the same ruts when it comes to what we're posting and our content? So why does your social media need a refresh? Social media platforms, they even reward fresh, new, engaging content, and consistency builds brand recognition. And sometimes too much of the same consistency will wash you out. So that's why you need to, on your spring clean checklist, you're like, Sarah, I'm really active on social media, but maybe it's time to give your social media a refresh. Let's go through the checklist. Make sure you're updating your profile pictures and your banner for a fresh new look. You're like, but I like my profile pictures. Maybe they're a little bit older. You're like, my banner's under compliance. It has my brokerage logo on it. Don't be afraid to get in there and do a new banner as well, because all of those things are going to create engagement onto your social media pages, and it's going to look good and fresh. Go in and rewrite your bios too. A lot of times in the very beginning of getting our social medias for our businesses set up, we go in and we're like, okay, that's good enough. I like it. Let's move on. It says enough about me. But really, are you focusing on what your current client message is within your bios? I guarantee you, if you set this up a couple of years ago, you really need to go back in and you need to double check it and make sure that it is aligning with the clients that you are currently working with today. And then audit your content. Remove outdated or low engagement posts. Yes, it's okay to go in and delete your content. Content is not just about how much we're putting out there, but it's really what is engaging and what looks good on it. And then ensure your contact links work and direct traffic to your website, your call to action. Do you want them to call you? Do you want them to text you? Do you want them to, go to your landing page on your website? So this is another one too. I run into all the time, is that we do have typically a lot of times, you set it up and you forget it. So sometimes those contact links that you have, they don't even work on your social media anymore. So get in there, scrub it, check it out, make sure that everything is working. All right, pro tip, I mentioned this earlier. Use AI, things like ChatGPT, to generate and refresh captions and ideas. So you can use this for your bio. You can use this for different content ideas, and your actual post captions. Do not be afraid to use AI and social media for especially your social media. It is just imperative to use it for that. All right, the next one we're going to talk about, revamping listing photos for a fresh new look. Now, the market is heating up. There's a lot of listings out there. So how are your listings going to really stand out? Maybe you've had a listing and things aren't flying off the shelves like they have in the past. So maybe you've had, we're now into March. A lot of these listings came on in January, and there's more that came on in February. And I guarantee you guys, we're going to see an influx coming into March. So make sure, how are you going to make sure that your listing photos, that's the first thing people are seeing, are going to stand out? Because buyers and first impressions with your buyers matter. Buyers spend 60% of their time looking at listing photos, and high quality, bright images can make it more appealing. So if you have a listing out there, really go in and reassess how your listing is coming across. All right, let's check out our checklist for it. So update old or low quality listing photos. I have to tell you guys, last night, one of my realtors pointed out to me that there was a house that was listed in my neighborhood. It was on Zillow. It was a for sale by owner. And not only did the screw up on the location, it was the location on the map was located out in the middle of the desert, which it really wasn't. But these photos were just atrocious. They were dark, they were dingy, there were photos of sinks. There was a photo of a bathroom with them in the mirror with their phone taking pictures, which I know this is a for sale by owner, so I'm definitely not picking on real estate agents. But how do you guys think that that house is going to perform compared to next to a home that has really good high quality photos? It's not going to do very well, right? So even though I know you guys are used to having a high level of excellence and good photos, don't be afraid to, if your properties are not moving, to go back and check it out. Adding seasonal touches as well. There's another house in my neighborhood that has been on the market since October. And do you know how I know that it's been on the market since October? Because in the first picture on there, they have Halloween decorations. Yeah. So things like that, adding the seasonal touches or taking away. They should redo those profile pictures, right? It's been a long time and their profile pictures show. But adding things like spring flowers that are just going to give us that feel good. Additional natural lighting as the days get longer. Beautiful sunset photos. Do things like that make a big difference. And then use virtual staging for empty properties. This is another one where you can add some spring-like touches into the virtual staging. And then optimize image descriptions with strong keywords. Once again, you can use AI for those strong keywords. So just getting in there, cleaning it up a little bit. So the action step for you guys on this one, go back and review your last 3 listings. Do those photos really stand out? Now, a lot of you are hiring professional photographers to do this, so they should be doing an amazing job. But once again, the market is really heating up out there. Your competition for your listings is going to be higher and higher. And the very first thing and most important thing that people are doing is they're looking through those photos. Do they really stand out? All right, next one, refreshing your realtor bio. This is another one. I feel like we get into the industry and we go through all the steps and we're so good about writing a complete bio that's compelling, that makes people want to work with us. But then we feel like once it's done, we can just set it and forget it. So your bio should evolve with your career. Does it reflect your expertise and your current niche? Not just the one that you think that when you started in real estate was going to be your niche, but your current niche. And does it speak to your ideal client? Think about who your ideal client is. When we get into real estate, a lot of times we're like, I want to work with everybody. You guys hear me say this all the time. Really narrow in and hone your focus. Those agents that have a very narrow, defined clientele base are the most successful ones. So how are we going to clean it up with this spring cleaning checklist? Update your bio to highlight recent accomplishments. Yes, not just what you want people to see about you or think about you and your real estate business, but what have you done for me lately, right? Get that in there, adjust it. And then adjust the language to match your voice brand. Once again, your voice brand evolves with your career. So making sure that you go in and you update that on a regular basis. Like this, once again, this is not just spring cleaning, set it and forget it. This is something that you should do at the minimum annually, maybe even every 6 months, because every 6 months in our industry is completely different than the last 6 months. And you could change it every couple of months too, if you really want to invest your time in it. And then, of course, add a clear call to action. Clear call to action. There should never be any marketing that you do for your business that does not have a clear call to action. So whether it's schedule a call or visit your website, make sure that's even in part of your bio. When people read your bio, what do they want? What do you want them to do after they're done reading it? Great examples. So I know you guys are like, well, okay, Sarah, what's the difference between this and that in my bio? So example, I've been in real estate industry for 10 years and I love helping buyers. How many realtors have put that on like their Instagram profile bio or Facebook profile bio? I have seen this time and time again. So instead of something like that, how about with 10 years of experience, I specialize in helping families find their dream homes in Phoenix. Let's connect. There you go. Call to action, so much more compelling than I love helping buyers, right? Still highlights your years of experience right off the bat, but it talks about who your ideal clients are, what is it that you like doing, and a call to action, which all of those were missing from that first one. So get in there, clean it up. All right, couple more topics that we are talking about today. So cleaning up your CRM for better lead tracking. I know that most agents really don't like getting in and working in their CRM, but guys, this is a gold mine for prospects. So getting in there and cleaning it up, not just adding and setting and forgetting or setting email drips and being like, okay, well, I did that, so I'm good. A cluttered CRM is lost opportunities. You're putting people in, you're putting information in, but how often are you going back through and tracking your hot leads versus your cold leads? Are you just leaving everybody in your CRM, or are you actually following up consistently with the people in your CRM? I know I'm guilty of this too. I dump everybody into my CRM. I see that there's people that unsubscribe. I see that there's people that aren't opening stuff in my CRM. And do I leave them in instead of cleaning it up? Yes, I do. So for me as well, these are on my checklist for spring cleaning. To remove inactive or outdated contacts. This is really important for you to get in there and to clean up. Because if you're just blasting emails to people that are unsubscribed or that haven't even opened up anything, what are you really maximizing your CRM to its fullest and best abilities? The next one is to tag and categorize leads for easy follow-up. So making sure that you have, like, if I know that these clients are looking to buy in 2026, do I have them categorized as that? Or I have clients that are interested in golf, and that gives me the ability to reach out to them and update them on different, golf events or topics regarding that. So tags and categories are really, really important. If you're not already, every single time you add somebody into your CRM, you should really get in there and categorize and tag them. But go back through if you haven't done this and do that, because it's going to give you a lot easier maneuverability when it comes to follow-up. And then set up automated email sequences to nurture your leads, and not just pre-written email drip campaigns, but really get in there and customize and set these up. Pro tip, you can use AI to draft quick and personalized follow-up emails. You can do an email follow-up campaign that is personalized, customized within seconds now by using AI. So if you don't like writing email drip campaigns, that's fine, because you have a tool out there that can help you to do these things. All right, I think this is the last category we're going to talk about today, and that is optimizing your email list. So we were already talking about our CRMs and cleaning up the people within our CRMs. Now we're going to talk specifically about the email list within our CRMs. So this is one of your email list. It's one of your biggest assets when it comes to marketing. Clean, scrub the list. When you have a cleaner list, you're going to get better open rates and better conversions. Outdated lists can actually hurt deliverability and engagement. So get in there. Once again, if people aren't opening your emails, just get them out of there. There's no reason that you're continually sending things to them. And especially if you're not getting any engagement from them. Spring cleaning checklist, remove all inactive subscribers. That's on my list for today, guys. I'm going to go do this with you all as well. I'm going to take my own advice and get in there and scrub through my CRM. Segment contacts into things like buyers, sellers, past clients, leads. Once again, this goes under, you could do this under your categories. And then freshen up subject lines and email templates. Don't just set it and forget it. Once again, you can use AI for these. Now, the action step on this one I want you all to do is check your last 5 email campaigns. How was your engagement? Like, really get in there and check and see if your email campaigns, especially your last 5, if they're getting low engagement, that's a great indicator that you need to change up what you're doing. Okay, this one is the last, I think, category. Updating your website and your branding. Website, there's always been controversy on whether or not realtors need to have a website. However, when people are doing their Google search, there are 3 things that consistently come up for realtors. One is your Facebook profile, your social media. 2 is actually a LinkedIn profile. 3 is the website. And that's in no particular order necessarily, but those are the top 3 that come up when people do a Google search on you. So, does your website reflect your current business? Outdated branding can really make you look inactive. Once again, websites are something a lot of times that we just set it up and we forget it. Does it have a clear message? Because clear messages are going to equal more conversions. So here's our spring cleaning checklist. Update your homepage with fresh listings and testimonials. Just like your Google My Business, if you've got old testimonials on there and old listing photos, our business updates and changes so much in this industry that you got to do this on your website as well. And then refresh outdated blog posts and remove irrelevant ones. This is another one that's really important too, because I've even noticed with Marketing Matters, some of the marketing tactics that we used to teach a couple of years ago are super outdated now for our market. So make sure that the content that you're creating is relevant, and you can even use AI, ChatGPT, to update blog posts quick and easy. You don't have to be a great writer. I mean, you may have shied away from updating those blog posts because you're like, yeah, that will take me a really long time to update and write, and I just don't have time for that right now. You can update those blog posts within seconds. And then same thing with your social media, with your Google My Business. Ensure that all links and contact forms are working. Pro tip, guys, I said it before and I'm going to keep saying it again. Use AI to generate fresh blog content ideas. It's quick, it's easy. This can really supplement what kind of material your website has on it, quick and easy without putting in a lot of time. And I'm telling you guys that AI, what it's going to be able to write for you is going to be incredible, and you're going to want to use it. So if you're not already giving it a shot, get out there, use ChatGPT is my favorite. We've got Marketing Matters classes on how to get set up with using ChatGPT and the different kinds of prompts that you can use to help your business along. All right, Then leveraging AI. I think we're going to talk more about this next week too. So this is just a short little precursor of how we can utilize AI for a refresh in our marketing. So I mentioned Chat GPT. This one is my personal favorite. OpenAI.com has a great platform for Chat GPT. It can do everything from generating fresh social media captions, updating your bio, email scripts, blogs, you name it. There's so much that you can do with it. Canva has built-in AI features as well. It allows you to easily design new marketing material. And even if you're using our wonderful design team at Landmark Title for the majority of your marketing material, you can always go to Canva just to generate new ideas and send it over to our design team. They love when you send samples, and Canva's a great playground to do that with. Grammarly AI. This one can help you with perfecting your bio, writing listing descriptions, things that you sometimes we get really into the muck and the mire of just a certain way of thinking to do things. It can really help you think outside of that box and make them very attractive. And then CRM automation. So set up smart lead tracking systems within your CRM. A lot of them have some built-in AI components that are super easy to use. And you really should be utilizing them to track, right? We don't have to manually track anymore. So get in there, check out those things. All right, guys. I got a 7-day action plan for you. If you like what you heard today and you want to go through all of these steps over the next 7 days, and guess what? We have 7 days before our next Marketing Matters. So it's perfect. Day 1, today, get in there, refresh your Google business profile. Day 2, audit and update social media profiles. Like, you don't have to do this all right now, all today. This is great. Day 3, review and replace outdated listing photos. And even if you don't have any listing photos right now, utilize that time to go back and look at your previous listings and compare and contrast. What can you do better on the next listing? Still, don't skip this step. Do that background and check out what you have done in the past and really assess it. Day 4, write your bio and website messaging. Once again, you can use AI for these things as well. You don't have to just sit there and do it alone. Day 5, clean up your CRM and your email list. This one, I think, is probably the biggest and the most daunting. I'm going to personally boost this up to day 1 and get that done right now, because for me, it's the biggest and the most daunting task of all of these. The rest of these are fun to me, but that CRM and email list, oh yeah, I know I got to do it. You got to do it too. So whether you do it on day 1 or day 5, get it done this week. Day 6, create a fresh content calendar for social media. Once again, you can use AI for this. We have some tools and content calendars here at Landmark Title. You can just reach out to your business development manager and we can send those to you. And then day 7, set up AI tools for ongoing optimization. Once again, if you need any help with which AI tools are the best to use out there, reach out to your business development managers. We've got Marketing Matters specifically devoted to those. And remember that small daily steps lead to big marketing improvements. Even if you just pick 1 or 2 of these off of our 7-day action plan, you're going to see a difference. I guarantee it. All right, your next steps. Do and implement that 7-day action plan. Pick at least one area to refresh this week. Like I said, you don't have to do all 7, but do at least one. You made the time to get on to Marketing Matters to watch this recording. So get out there, start implementing. If you need help with optimizing your marketing, reach out. We are happy to help you here at Landmark Title. This is what we love doing with our clients. And then, of course, remember to use AI to help optimize it faster. So let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm going to wrap it up with a few extra classes that we have coming up this week. Remember that you can always find what classes Landmark Title is offering on our event page. The rest of this month, we have some great content coming up. We've got Next week, the spring surge, maximizing your listings and buyer leads with AI. Yeah, we're going to focus specifically on AI next week. I love using AI, so we're going to do that next week. The 19th, local market trends, using data and, once again, AI to guide clients. Market trends are always changing here, so I think it's really important that we constantly talk about them and figure out how we're going to leverage them. And then the 26th, beyond the sale, building a lifetime of referrals and clients. This one is, of course, really important too. You can never have too much follow-up with your clients. Trust me, it's not annoying. It's just pleasantly persistent. All right, then we've got on the 18th, a CE class, compliance and social media activity. We've just talked about social media activity. Let's talk about compliance. This one is going to be from 9 until noon down at the Keller Williams in Goodyear with Jeffrey Raskin, Mr. Tech. It is open to all agents though. So if you need Commissioner Standards, this is going to give you 3 hours. Scan that QR code or reach out to Patty Carabio and she'll get you registered for this. And then, of course, we have our fabulous home tours. We've got Moon Valley Home Tour on third Thursdays. We've got Biltmore Luxury on the fourth Wednesdays. This is the February flyer. I haven't gotten the updated March flyer from them yet, but just so you know, it's always that fourth Wednesday. And of course, thank you to our business development managers. I talk about these guys all the time on our Marketing Matters webinar. So reach out to them if you need any help with your marketing. Beth, Hannah, Keith, Michael, Patty, Renee, and Raylan up in Prescott. They're here to help you with all of your marketing needs. And of course, thank you to Landmark Title for allowing us to bring you Marketing Matters every Wednesday morning. We have 7 offices here across the valley, 1 in Prescott, 2 up in Nevada for all of your title and escrow needs. Please reach out for anything that you need help with in the real estate industry. And please write us in on your next contract. We'd love to work with you and your clients. That's it for us today, guys. I will see you all next week, same time, same place.